how my mother is feeling, and I let her give her a very toned down version of what happened on the island and just what she knows about their their ancestors.
Okay. Yeah, so your parents can kind of give you a rundown in general, but I believe you already talked to them before you even came or left the island. Um,
Mm,
and pretty
I
much
did.
all they were able to give you essentially was that some basic information that some of your family members have died in strange ways, um, but I guess most based on what they were able to tell you, it's kind of difficult to put anything together. You can give me an insight, or if you have some sort of like investigative skill. Which,
Uh, insight.
yeah.
Yeah, my professional skills don't really work for that.
Hmm.
I'll have to be insight.
Not bad. So, yeah, it's not much to go on, but a lot of what's going on here is it seems again it's kind of confirming what Trimosthenes was telling you earlier that the curse affects your family for possibly because of something that whatever happened in the past about a betrayal. I remember how Ura was mentioning something about that, and so the most you can put together is that the curse seems to be affecting everyone in your family and in different ways. It seems like some people are dying, well into their old age, but abruptly. Like they could be perfect health, and then all of a sudden, when they reach a certain age, they just die. Um, and then other people seem to have strange things occur to them. Like they take a wrong step, and all of a sudden they collapse down 3 stories and end up breaking their neck and falling. So whatever the case is, it seems to happen way more often than it would normally happen to people.
That's crazy.
Petty vengeance. Um. Okay. Well, this I mean this will have to be something that we'll look into. Um. I think the best thing to do right now, just I'll probably be talking to some of our relatives here and there and see if I know they're going to think I'm stranger than usual, but it'll be something we'll need to look into as we gather the family for Trimosthenes' funeral.
Mhm.
But I might be setting out just to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
And
after you
and I
guys,
let and I, and
no,
I
go
let
ahead.
them know just the 2 mercenaries that are just going to be taking one of the rooms. They'll be in and out, and hopefully they won't cause too much trouble. But I owe my life to them, and Trimosthenes, quite frankly, only lasted as long because they were around. So I feel I owe a debt to them.
And so your parents kind of lean in and whisper a bit. So, what's the deal with that Heldorian monk? What is that? I've never even heard of that.
The one that doesn't have a shirt on.
No, the one that does have a shirt, but I've never seen a Heldorian monk. How strange.
I don't have a shirt on. I took it off.
To
Wait,
spar.
no,
Eye contact.
Spack's the Heldorian, right?
They're
We
both
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 Heldorian.
Heldorian.
What?
Heldor.
I thought he was someone else from one of the planes.
You thought I
Okay.
was Asian or what?
Yeah, we're
No, the
racist. No,
one of
no,
the other race.
Mi
Okay.
madres, mi madres.
no. He's Heldorian
Um,
as hell. He's like this fucking super pale skinned, like tall white dude.
maybe I was going off of his picture. It looks more like a traditional monk. I thought he was one of the other races.
Oh yeah, that's just a joke
It's fine.
picture, but it's stuck, so that's why it's there. To
Oh,
be honest, you
okay.
should probably pick something more realistic, because yeah, it makes it look like you're really Eastern, dude. Like all
Yeah,
these images.
I didn't understand. Okay, no, and I shake my head. To be honest, I didn't really ask. I just thought it really handy with in tight situations. He's quite friendly though. Just watch out for the other one without a shirt. He's a little strange. Probably hide the silverware. But they seem harmless enough.
Okay, sounds. How long will they be staying, by the way? I don't know if your father has told you, but we're going on a short trip in a bit.
Well, I imagine that's going to be after the uncle's burial. Yes.
I hope so. Your father kind of had plans for this. Clearly, obviously, we're you know, as soon as he gets home, or maybe if you want to stop by the guild and let him know, we'll go from there. But yeah, maybe you should just talk to him.
Where are you going?
He's got some business to attend to. He wants to head over to Delmond. You'll know that Delmond is the next largest city in the Republic. It's down to the south, maybe about. Let's see how many days. Not too far, maybe like a day or two's down south.
What to do trading?
Yeah, he says he's gonna meet up with a new client or something. I don't exactly know the details. I just wanted to tag along. I've never actually been to Delmond. I heard it's beautiful.
Well, yes, I'll go talk to him at the guild and just let him know what's going on. The men should be probably here a week or so. I think to be honest, I'm really just planning on staying for the funeral rites and then immediately jumping onto whatever this is. It'll probably take up some of my time.
Okay. Well, yeah. Maybe you can come by later when your father's home and we'll talk this through.
I'm going to head into town for a little bit. I should be back for dinner, and we can talk about it then.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep. My mom sounds super cold.
Yeah, I was trying
You
to
killed her,
play
bro?
her. I was trying to play her at kind of distant a bit because she also needs to process what happened, you know, with Uncle
I
Trimo.
guess, man.
And so
Your mama don't love you.
they weren't super
Primo.
close. Yeah, they weren't super close.
Oh, they weren't.
But you know,
My
something.
mom's
that's
the
gotta
only one
happen.
that knows what reason I almost died.
Yeah. Trimo's on
Because
your
she-
dad.
I
Trimo's
fucked
on
up.
your dad's side, right?
Let me see what I put in my journal. I thought I put my mom's side, but
Oh, I presumed
I'm a
it was on
fucking
your
liar.
dad's, so that's why I was also playing her that way.
I just make it that it was my dad's side, man.
Okay, cool. All right. And so, what are you guys doing now?
Yeah, I'm done chilling. So, what time is it right now? Is it like early? Did we get in the morning or did we get here at night?
Yeah, it's about 10:30 or so.
Do some work, dude. I gotta get some paper, make some money, cause I'm getting. I feel like I worked for the Trump Foundation, dude. I'm not getting paid. They're stiffing me.
Bitch, someone died.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
gonna go.
You free stuff.
Yeah, as I walk out of the house though, to go down to the docks where I'm gonna look for some day work.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm leaving the house. I'm looking around at everything and I'm thinking like, really? This is how they live?
Wow.
Or anything. That's what I think.
Yeah, so Heldorian culture, they yeah, it's way smaller than this. It's more like, you know, this city is huge, Bastion, when you guys are in. Like it's kind of like the image I have here. It's big, lots of stonework and masonry, and things are tight and packed together. Homes are small, and they're built up in many places. That's literally nothing at all like it is in Heldor, where things are much smaller. You know, clans themselves will probably be, you know, at most a few hundred people, and then maybe there'll be a couple of like prominent clans within a city, and so a city in Heldor would probably be at the very most a couple thousand people, whereas something like Bastion is probably closer to upwards of 10, 15,000, 20,000 people. And so it's different for sure. It's a different lifestyle, and he might have said that because it's like, this is dirty. Like you'll see like sewage in the streets, and people carrying around animals and stuff around here, and so. It's just a different lifestyle, man. Different societies here.
Comfortable. Yeah. Hold up, let me roll real quick a locale.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Okay, good.
what are you trying to determine?
So I was determining whether or not I was going to immediately assault people for living like this, but I failed. So I'm not that angry yet. I'm just, it's all in my head right now. I'm just saying, nah, this is disgusting. I'm gonna head down to the docks, and I'm gonna look for somebody who looks kind of tired, kind of like an older dock worker who has probably been doing this his whole life, and it's all he knows. I'm gonna steal his job. So, do I find one of those people?
So
Gosh.
you can go ahead. Yeah, there you go. Fumble, huh? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. You can luck it if you want. If you don't luck it, that skill immediately goes up by 1%. But you have to take whatever happens here.
Yeah, I'm gonna luck it. I'm gonna look it hard, dude.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to lose 1% off of a really shitty skill already. I fucking passed. Didn't I? Wow.
No, you don't lose a 1% skill. You gain 1%.
Oh, when I get the fumble?
Yes, when you fumble, that skill goes up by 1%.
I already didn't. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so success. Okay, so you're kind of, walking along the port. You do know that you're free to go back onto the Axinea, even though they're not working right now. As in they don't have a job right now, but you are free to go back there. But in the meantime, you're kind of just trouncing about the port and seeing what's up, and yeah, you end up finding a bit of work aboard a ship that's loading up some cargo, and they see you immediately. And they're like, "Oh yeah, man, do you want to help us? Like, we'll pay you right after if you help us load this thing up."
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick analysis. Does it seem like they're in a rush, or does it seem like they need to meet a certain deadline, or are they just like, oh, there's extra help?
You can ask them, and yeah, they'll tell you like, "Well, we need to head out by tomorrow, so we need to get this done by tonight." And so you look at all the cargo that they have, and it's honestly not that much, but there's only 2 guys, and that'll probably take them the rest of the day to do. And so they're willing to hire you in order to help them cut their time pretty substantially.
Okay. I'll do it. But I'm curious about the name of your ship. What is your ship named?
The ship is named
The Black Pearl.
no, that's already his clan name. The ship is gonna be called the South Wind.
The Interceptor.
The South Wind?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a good name. That's not good, dude. That's a bad name for. Yeah. As soon as they tell me that, I tell them, "I'll help you, but you gotta change the name of your ship because that's not gonna work for me. I don't set foot on any boat that has a direction on a compass in its name."
And so the men look at each other for a bit and they go like, "What's wrong with that?"
Going south is usually associated with down or something that's bad, and you're basically saying, as a boat and as people sailing it, I hope we get some bad wind, which is not good. You don't want that. So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me another superstitions roll. Actually, hold on. Give me. Oh, you already rolled this, but that's fine. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, great. So these guys,
What the
it doesn't that doesn't mean they'll believe you. What it means is that they they know you're not they know you're not fucking with them. They know you actually believe this and that you're passionate about it. And so they go like, "Well, I've never heard that before, but that's I guess something to keep in mind. Quite strange. Well, in any case, would you be willing to help us? It's not our ship. We can't rename it, but maybe with 3 of us we can get done much faster, and then we wouldn't have to spend so much time on it."
Do you know where the captain is? You know who the owner is?
I don't know who the owner is. The captain's probably drinking right now. He just told us to load this guy up.
I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it for, the regular working man fee because I'm going to carry this bad wind with me everywhere I go to other ships, and it's not safe.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an influence roll, or if you've got a commerce roll, that'll be better. But if you don't, go ahead and just roll influence.
I feel the shit out of it.
Cool. And so they essentially are going to tell you, well, we'll give you this pretty much. They're like, it's going to be 3 silver to help us out here.
3 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I tell him, all right, I'll take it now, and then and then we'll get to work. So I hold my hand up for the silver.
And the 2 guys look at each other like, we'll give you 1 now. We'll give you the other 2 when we're ready.
You give me 1?
Yep.
Yeah, I get it, and I took it immediately into the ocean, as far as I can.
And so they're like, what are you doing?
I tell him, I'm getting used to what you should be doing every time you set sail. I'll still work for the other 2, but again, take notes on what I did. And then I grabbed I grabbed 6 of the bags that the guy was struggling with before, and I do it easily because I'm stronger than him.
And so the 2 guys are like looking at you incredulously for a bit, but soon enough they find themselves following your lead and loading up the ship. Cool.
If they ever take a water break, I don't. I keep going.
You keep going. Okay. I'll have you roll endurance and brawn as the day progresses, but yeah. Endurance, good. Let's see some brawn, bro. Let's see if you can impress him by moving some of the bigger stuff by yourself.
I already did the brawn. That was the first
you
one.
did?
Do you want me to do another?
Oh, no, you're
I'll
good.
do
I
it.
see it.
I'll pass that shit too. I'll do it again. I fucking killed it, dude.
Jesus, dude. Wow, your brawn is so high. I just realized how how large that is. That's crazy. Okay, cool. So that's gonna probably take you the better part of 3 to 4 hours or so, and at the end you'll get 2 silver pieces. Shen, what are you doing?
I'll go back. Remember, I found that what was it, like an orphanage or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll volunteer there. Teach some kids how to scrap,
Nice.
how to meditate, and how to scrap.
Bop
You
'em
want
with
to
their
fight?
bop 'em with their legs, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Bop.
So yeah,
cool.
I can, but let me roll for meditation. The experience roll.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do I just roll the skill?
Yeah, just
Right?
roll the skill, and the goal is to fail it. That way, there we go.
Nice.
So you can roll a 1d4 plus 1, and add that to your meditation. I'm assuming you were meditating on the ship on the ride over. So
Nice.
So 3.
So 3.
Yep.
And I'll just edit it.
Yeah, add it to the training. There's like a training place that you can put it in.
Wait, where? Trained?
Yeah, under meditation.
Uh-huh.
Click that shit.
Uh-huh.
And there's a training value.
There's what?
There's a training value. Just add the 3 points into that.
Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. So 33. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah,
And just
I
mark
mean,
down
that's
your-
it. I'll volunteer there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, and then just mark down your XP roll because you
Yeah.
used one right
I
now.
got you.
All right, cool. And so essentially at the orphanage, you pretty much go in there, and this is your first time actually going in there, and there's not really a lot of people that come in to just enrich the children, enrich
They
their
shop for
lives.
kids.
Yeah, they pretty much just go in there looking for apprentices, and people or couples who can't have children. They'll try to take some of those in. There's a couple of caretakers and such, but they're usually pretty busy to give individual children your attention. So they're pretty happy to see someone like you come in and spend some time with them. The kids have a fuckload of questions for you, and they never stop asking because they've never seen anyone as big as you, and who looks like you, and who's dressed like you, and it's just so different for them. And so they are nonstop asking you tons of questions. And in the end, they leave with more questions than answers, because they don't understand half the words you're talking about when you try to explain to them about dervishes and meditation and mysticism and spirituality and so and so.
True.
But they have a good time, and yeah, you donate your money there, or you're gonna donate your money there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buy toys for the children.
Yeah, so with one of the caretakers, she comes up to you and says like, "Hey, as soon as you're done, she's like, hey, thanks for helping. I just want to also say thank you to your, I guess your cult, the Dervishes.
Mhm.
I've met one of your kind before, and so it's kind of surprising that I would see one of you guys here. But yeah, just thank you for what you do.
You're welcome. I'll be back soon with, little gifts, little trinkets for the children.
Okay, thank you. We'll be here.
True. And that's it, man. I just walk around, dude. Maybe
Okay.
train a bit.
With the kids? These kids?
Yeah.
You're gonna pull a Nacho Libre, dude?
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
All right.
Be a
So you gotta find
luchador.
your you gotta find your fat kid. All right. So yeah, you guys finish up. I guess I'll just fast forward a few hours while everyone's finishing up their activities. 3, 4. Yeah. So we'll push to around 3 o'clock or so. Spack, you're about finished with your work. Shan's finished up with all that. Karaias, your father will probably be arriving home in the next couple of hours. In the meantime, what are the rest of you guys doing? Unless you guys want to skip forward to that event, it's totally fine.
No, I said that I'd find it at the guild.
Oh, you're gonna go to him. My bad. I thought you were waiting for him. Okay.
No.
Is it just me or you're cutting off a lot, Alex? That's just on my end.
Am I?
No, maybe because I can hear Alex pretty well.
He's kind of fucked up for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You're a little chopped up, dude.
Choppy chop. Okay. Well, I'll try to not be.
I'm sorry, it's not your fault, dude.
All right, so Karaias, you venture off and meet your father at the guild. It's pretty much just a large, like, marble building with huge, like, archways to enter inside. It's open air for the most part, and you see a lot of desks and things kind of set up, some stalls. There's a lot of balances and stuff where people are selling bulk goods, not just it's not a shop for like. For people to just walk in and buy stuff. It's a merchant's guild. So people are selling contracts and bids and selling larger assets like ships and things. And so you spot your father from in there, and he welcomes you up. And I kind of want to fast forward through this part so we can get through some more stuff. But yeah, he welcomes you in, and yeah, just kind of is glad to see you. It's been a few weeks since he's seen you.
I pull him to say, I know you're busy, but do you have some time to just step to the side, or is there a better time to talk to you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine. What's up?
I pull him aside and I say, look, I didn't want to wait until late because I have a feeling our cousin will. You'll hear it. I'd rather you hear it from me as opposed to some random person. But I went on that trip with Trimosthenes, and a few things happened that I'll prefer to talk to you in private. But unfortunately, Trimosthenes is dead. Um, our cousin is handling the funeral rites now, but I thought you'd better hear it from one of us as opposed to chatter when um things are being arranged here.
How did he die?
Um, there's I know I asked you, you and I talked prior to us leaving. More runs on that, but just a few things that we learned in the place we were going. Um, I'll talk to you about it over dinner, but I just wanted to let you know.
Um. Okay.
Why is Nick laughing?
Look what he said. Did
He
you
asked
see
how
what
did
he
he
said?
die, and you should have said he lets him go kill him.
So, so your father kind of looks for a bit, and he looks
He's
very.
Heldorian, son.
He's very disrupted by this news, and he says, "Oh, okay. I need to go home. Does your mother know?"
She's there. I just finished telling her. We can head back now and talk. There's some guests that are staying with us just for a little while. But if we wanted to talk in private, now would be a good time.
Where is he?
Trimosthenes, his body, as far as I told cousin, his body was still on the boat. I don't know if they made arrangements already.
Okay.
We can go to our to his house. I know my cousins are there, and they're probably getting everything arranged. We can talk to them then.
That sounds better. Why don't you just go home, and I'll meet you there in a little bit. I just need to finish up a couple of things here, and I'll head back home.
Okay. I'm not gonna listen to him though, cause fuck that. I'm gonna go check out.
By the way,
I'm gonna go see the cousin.
before you leave, by the way, he grabs you by the shoulder, looks you like dead ass right in the eyes, and very seriously tells you, "Watch yourself."
Dun dun dun. Okay. Well, that's fucking horrifying. Cool. I just nod my head, but now I'm looking a little suspicious at my father. So aside from the grief and stuff, I'm even more curious to get into to Trimosthenes' study. So I think after that, I'm gonna head back to the cousins.
Okay. So all of you guys, give me a perception roll.
Damn. There's a finger in my butt, isn't there?
Your
Those I'm
brother
good
is
at.
dead. Some bitch killed him.
But he,
I'm blind, brother. I'm
God
blind.
damn, that's a lot of failures. Oh, all right. Alrighty then.
I'm the
Karis,
only one that can see.
Karis, on your way out of the Merchants Guild,
'Cause you're short, dude. We're up in the trees, man.
there's not enough air up here. It's hard to think.
Karis, on your way out of the Merchants Guild, you see in an odd person, kind of standing near the entrance of an alleyway. You really wouldn't have noticed her otherwise if it weren't for the very distinct signal that she's using with her hand. It's kind of like where she's doing kind of like this salute to you. And since you are who you are, you recognize that that is the symbol for kind of like someone asking for some illegal assistance.
Huh. I have my little dagger at my side, so my hand goes to it, but I'll walk over cautiously.
As you get closer, you realize that it's a Quran Fey girl, and she has this kind of tattoo right on her wrist, her right wrist, that she kind of just quickly flashes, letting you know again, since you know that she is part of the Atralvi, which, if I remember describing to you, was a Sylvan word. Kind of roughly translates to dark runner or shade runner or something like that. So they're kind of like this underground, literally underground group of I guess looters and movers of illegal goods throughout the city in Bastion. And so she kind of, after she flashes her, gives you the sign and flashes that tattoo of hers, she goes like, "You looking for some work?"
I still have my hand at the dagger. It's a is it immediate work because I'm not able to go anywhere for at least a week.
Well, you're in luck. This work is going to be here in town, pretty close, presumably. I've heard good word about you from some others, so I was hoping you might be able to help.
What do you need?
I need help finding something. It's taken from me. It's close. I know it is.
It's a little difficult to help you with that if you don't tell me what you're looking for.
She kind of looks a little exasperated. She says, "So we just brought in a shipment of goods, and one of the boxes, one of the crates went missing. I'm not sure what's in the crate, but the crate is entirely missing, and I just know it's around here. I have a feeling, and if you can help me look for this thing, I know someone nearby took it, because it's kind of heavy." And I just need to find it very soon, by tomorrow night at the latest. And so, if you can help me find it, I'll give you 10 silver.
I laugh and say, I don't get out of bed for less than 20, and I start to walk away.
Okay.
Damn, Daniel.
It's a lot
Just-
of money.
Yeah, just so you know, Lisa, that's a lot of money. Like, 10 silver is not a little bit of money. The average person makes about 2 silver a day.
Damn,
but
Lisa,
that's
you
why-
fucked it up, dog. They
Hey!
children.
This is my smuggling business. Fuck all y'all. I don't get out of bed for 20. Deal with it.
Cool.
You're probably
Alright.
not gonna get much. Dude.
She don't get out of bed much, dude.
Alright, cool. So then Karaias goes back to... Oh, no, where were you going, you said?
I was going to my uncle's place.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so you go back to the estate.
Although I have regret now.
It does take probably...
She's cheap as hell. No, whatever, it's fine. Don't
No,
fucking
use a
be-
luck point, dude. Just bring it back.
Fuck, fine. I'll use a luck point to take it back.
I mean, I don't blame you for not knowing, you know, because we've only played this game like once, so...
Fucking cheap as fuck, bitches. Alright. Yeah, I'll use a luck point to take it back. And I'll look at her and say 11.
Okay, hold on. Just so you guys know, I'm showing you this journal here, so you guys can look at prices and get familiar with it. So like,
Oh.
you have copper foals, silver mares, and gold stallions. 100 copper is one silver. Oh, sorry. 10 copper is one silver, and 100 silver is one gold. So a gold coin is worth a fuckload. Like it's a lot. Pretty much no one uses gold coins except for like super wealthy ass people and people buying like large assets like ships and stuff. And so you can see in the social class table like a freeman, which is like a regular laborer person, would probably earn about 2 silver a day, or 15 silver per week. And then a gentry, like a upper middle class kind of person, would be earning about 10 silver per day. So essentially, what she was offering you is like a upper middle class pay for one day, or if you want to look at the average wage, pretty close to a week's worth of work for an average worker.
This is bullshit. I have like almost 600 silvers on my own. This is kind of chump change, but whatever. Make it 11 and you have a deal.
Okay, cool. I also forgot to tell you guys, like all that silver you have, cheese. You were supposed to use that on character creation for like your items, but I didn't actually do that for you guys.
No.
So that's fine. You can still,
Alex.
yeah, it's fine. You can still have it. It's totally fine. But
Damn.
okay, cool.
I need better armor. It's gonna be gone by the end of the session for sure. I almost died like 8 times.
All right, so she I gotta bring her up again. Yeah, so she tells you. Yeah, it's a kind of a large crate, maybe about 50 pounds or so. It's got a certain smell to it, if you can believe it or not. It kind of smells like some type of herb, like some kind of dank herb.
Weed.
Yeah, not sure what's in it, but it would mean a lot to me, and I really don't want to get in trouble. I need this thing by tomorrow night. It's I need it for my boss, really. It's his. He bought it, special order, and I don't want to be the one to give him the news and tell him that I lost it.
I say, do you have any idea of where to start looking, or who, if you have a suspicion about who has it?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things. So first off, I've already kind of checked the docks and the ship that it came on, and I didn't find anything. I do have a couple of people in mind that might know something, as they were, on the ship for on the day that the shipment was delivered, and then also the following day. So they might have seen something, and I've spoken to both of them, but to be honest, they didn't give me a lot of info. I don't think they like me. They've got something against me, and I was hoping an outsider, well, I should say someone else who isn't me, might be able to get more information.
What are their names, and where do I meet you tomorrow night with the crate?
She kind of smirks. Oh, you're so confident you'll find it. That's good. So if you want, you can meet me up over at the entrance to the caverns on the northern end of town. And so you'll know, again, because of who you are, that the Atralvi, they use the caverns underneath the city of Bastion as their runways where they transport goods. I think I remember telling you guys the city of Bastion has this pretty vast like underground system of tunnels and stuff that runs throughout the whole city, and exits and you can enter at different places. The city guard has been trying to close off and section off areas because they know that criminals and stuff use it to move things and to do illegal activities, pretty much. But because the system is so vast, it's just very difficult to think of it like it's like a massive sewer system almost. it was used originally by the. Remember how this whole area used to originally be inhabited by the Scalekin, the lizard people, and the lizard people actually lived in these tunnels, and then after the Sudorians came and took them out and just kicked them out of the area, then they built the city Bastion on top of all of these tunnels instead of living in them like quote unquote animals. And so these tunnels still exist, and they're a massive like maze that you can run through. And so she's telling you at the entrance on the south side, go ahead and roll locale to see if you know exactly where it's at. And she's going to be there pretty much.
Locale. What's streetwise would also be something
Oh yeah,
to have my
yeah,
locale.
yes,
class,
streetwise would
right?
be better. Yeah, roll streetwise.
Yes.
Nice.
Make it easy.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's at it easy
Easy?
because it's streetwise. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you know that exactly where she's talking about. It's a pretty hidden entrance to these tunnels. It's actually like on the side of a big ass rock, and so presumably a lot of the city guard don't know about this particular entrance. And so yeah, so before tomorrow night, you need to be there with the crate so that she can hand it off to her boss. She gives you 2 silver right now and says you can have that for any expenses. Otherwise, I'll take a look, I guess, and thanks for the help.
I pull her ass back. You didn't tell me
Oh, that's
who
right.
I needed to talk.
That's right. Yeah, so there's 2 people. They're all Atravi. They're all dark runners, and they pretty much can be found over on the docks on the essentially where you guys eventually came in from. But there's like this commonly known part of the dock that has easy access or easier access to part of one of the entrances near the docks. And so at those docks, you'll be able to find some of these ships that commonly transport illegal goods. They always change the name of the ships, and the captains kind of swap in and out. So you'll have different captains piloting the same ships or various ships as they come in. So you don't actually know what ships they are, but you can go to that part of the dock and hopefully be able to question some people, maybe pace people off or convince them that, you are who you say you are, and if you can get that information from them, that might help. But the 2 people, essentially, they're going to be somewhere on those docks, and she gives you their names, which I'm going to come up with in a little bit, and I'll send them to you in a second. But yeah, there's
Okay.
two different folks.
People.
All right. One of them is named Amon.
Amon?
Yeah, Amon.
Huh?
And the other one is named, and the other name is Talanth.
Let's see. My hand's still on my dagger because she tricky. I don't trust her still, but you know what? It's like, all right, it'll. Is there anything special about the crate itself, just aside from its herby smell? Something specific to help me kind of track it down.
Yeah, it's got an emblem on it. It's from down across the inner sea, from what's that place called again? That place with all the sand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that a streetwise or a locale?
You can roll locale.
And don't fuck this up. All right. Locale. Oh, sorry. You said locale, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
the Car Deserts. the desert of Kar. And she goes, yeah, that's the one. From the deserts of Kar. That's where he ordered it from.
Okay. And with my hand still on my dagger, I'll see you tomorrow night then. And I'll what time is it right now? 3?
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, I think it's closer to 4 now.
I'll just kind of say
5.
to
It's
myself,
actually
I have
5.
about have a couple of hours before I um need to go and talk to our mom and dad together. I wanted to go to the notes, but I'll get I'll at least track these two down. See if I can track these two down and start on this now.
Okay. So now we'll go over to Shan and Spack. What are you guys doing?
Am I done working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got
How
your
did that-
payment.
9 to 5.
Okay, did they pay me already? Did they give me 2 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we're going to that exchange. So we're done, and they're like, "Hey, man, that was the best work I've ever seen in my life. Here's the money." Right?
Yeah.
And as they give it to me, I tell them, "Nah, go on the boat, and what's it called whenever you're on the side, like whenever you're facing the ocean?"
Oh, I don't remember, but starboard or the other one. Yeah.
Let me roll seamanship because I want to see if I'd be a dumbass. I would, yeah. I tell them go over there on the boat, right? And then I'll go with them, and then I'll hand those 2 guys. I'll hand them my silver, and I'll tell them you gotta get in the habit of this, right? And again, this is not really paying anything because we're still here at port, but you need to grab this silver piece and throw it as far as you can into the ocean. In that direction, I point towards just straight ocean.
Okay. One of the guys will do it. The other one says,
Okay.
"We-
The
I've
one who
got it."
doesn't, I get in his face, like fucking right there, and I'm staring down at him because I know this guy's trash. Right? He's a little bean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I get right in his face and I tell him, "I told you to throw that coin. Why aren't you throwing the coin?"
He says, I've got a family to feed, man. I can't throw this away.
I get even closer. At this point, my lips are literally touching his nose, and I tell him, "It's not the coin anyway. You're not gonna feed anybody with that."
Shut the fuck up.
All right. He'll kind of distance himself from you a bit, but yeah, he'll toss it.
How does he toss it? Like a bitch or like a good guy?
No, he's a little upset, so he tosses it hard.
Okay, good. I'm way the hell out there. All right, and then as they do that, I tell them, "All right, now when you're riding this cursed boat, when you're sailing off to God knows where to do whatever you're paid to do, remember, pay the ocean if you want a good trip. If not, then you'll end up like the owner of the last boat that I was on." And then I walk off, and then I turn around and say, "Oh yeah, he died. His eyes
Yeah.
were cut out. Feet
Yeah,
were
they
cut off."
literally,
Damn,
like, as they're
bro,
walking away, they're
what
like,
the
"What
heck?"
happened?" Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah, and then I explain what happened, but leaving out all the good parts. So I leave out the fact that, the curse and all that stuff. I just say he had his eyes torn out and his hands and his fingers cut off and his butthole smashed and all this kinds of stuff. because
This
they
is
didn't pay.
exactly how rumors start. I love this. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So they
And
look
then,
frightened after hearing your story. They're frightened, and they go. Do
This
you
is
tell them? Do you
bullshit.
tell them who it was? Like who? Like what ship you were on? They ask what ship were you on?
Do they ask?
Yeah, they ask what ship you were on.
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know.
You don't want to.
And then I look around. As I say that, I look at their boat and I'm like, actually, it looks kind of no, in this one. Yeah, but it was one of the boats here in port, and yeah.
Aw, did he cut out for you guys?
Yeah, he did.
Ah, bro, you're cutting out. Ah, she was getting
No.
good too. Okay.
I can't hear him.
And maybe one day you'll be fortunate enough to look and act and be as I am. And then I walk off.
Oh man, I missed a lot of that, but I did get the end. Okay. Okay.
Nick,
So-
I think you got cut off a bit. I couldn't hear you.
I insulted them for being weak, and then I left.
Okay. And so
I-
you didn't tell them what ship you were on or who died, but they do they yeah. But but enough info I think has been given to them where a rumor can begin. So that's cool. All right, cool. And so he takes off after that, after getting paid. Shen, what are you doing?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm just waiting for the home girl to, either give me money or give me a job.
All right, so
Jobski?
we'll just move forward to that so that we can keep going.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird splitting the party like this because I always like keeping people together, but sometimes you gotta do it for a bit. I think maybe I can do a better job at this and just skip and consolidate and summarize some events so that we can get everyone back together again. So let's do that now. So essentially, Karis, you're gonna go back home, speak to your dad. Shan and Spack are gonna join you. I'm presuming. You're going back to the state where you're going to meet up with your dad and your cousins and kind of talk through it. And so why don't we have everyone meet back up there where payment can be discussed or you're given. And then Karis and your family, you guys can discuss more about the funeral.
Wait,
Yes.
I wanted to go to the docks first.
Oh, that's right. Let's do that. Okay, so you'll go to the docks first. Let me pass forward a little bit of time. And give me a streetwise roll.
Okay.
As you're kind of scoping it around, you need to make sure you're finding the right part of the dock and
That ain't
talking to
it.
the right people.
Hold on. I gotta use a luck point on this one. This is not good.
You fall in the water. You don't see where the
And
you
a,
just
and a
fucking-
sharky too.
Let me try it again. Hang on. Better.
Okay. So you roll in on the dock. You immediately start walking towards the far north part of it. And there's a couple of ships already kind of moored there. There's one that's called the Red Hand. And then there's another one. These are all kind of merchant-looking galleys. They look a little worn around the edges, though. You can tell that they've got they're not maintained as well as some of the other merchant galleys, which is kind of, to you at least, a dead giveaway that these boats are usually docked in places where there's not so much available maintenance. So anyway, so as you approach them and you see a couple of these guys kind of sitting in front of the ships, kind of shooting the shit, taking some drinks and stuff. And yeah, as you kind of approach them, they're kind of just sitting there looking at you like, you need something?
Yeah, with a winning smirk, I ask her, yeah, I'm looking for Iman or Alan. I think is how you said it. Either one. I'm looking for them.
And who are you?
I'm just someone on a job and I need to talk to them about something.
So they kind of eye you up and down a bit. One of the dudes stands
Tell
up.
them
and
you
he
like
goes,
what you see.
As a matter of fact, I do. He stands up, takes off his hat that he was wearing, and he goes,
He takes off his pants, dude.
takes off the hat he was wearing. And he goes, yeah, that's me. I'm Talanth.
And I say, oh, good. And I just kind of push him. I push him down and have him sit again and say, look, I'm on a job here, man. Is he good looking?
He's also a Karan Fey, so yeah, by default the Karan Fey are a certain level of attractive, yeah.
Okay. Say, look, I'm on a job right now. We can talk later about anything that happens here. Anyway, I'm looking for a lost crate that came in on a ship, maybe from the desert of Kar?
The guy looks at you for a bit and he says, "Well, we get a lot of ships coming in through here. I don't personally poke through the contents of all these things. What is it
I
you're looking
laugh.
for exactly?"
And it's like, look, I know who you guys are. I was told that you were one of the people that were on this particular ship when this crate was moved. I know it's an important one and it needs to get back to someone pretty soon. Just don't play dumb. You know what I'm talking about, what happened that night.
Give me an influence roll.
I don't have any more luck points. What if he tells me to fuck off? Okay, hang on. Influence, okay. Oh, he's gonna tell me to fuck off, guys.
All right, so he's like, I don't think I like your attitude, and I don't really have much else to say to you actually about this. In fact, I don't even know if I can trust you. Who even are you? Why should I even be talking to you? The other guy who he was taking drinks with stands up. This dude's a human. You can tell he's Sudorian. And he says, "Why don't you just get on out of here, little girl?"
I laugh, and then I have the two silver that the girl gave me, and I start playing with them in my hand and say, "Oh, maybe you're aware of maybe you know what these two are, and how quickly they can be in your hands if you just answer a question."
The Karan Fey who were you originally talking to, Talanth, he looks at you and says, "Okay, now I'm getting you. Well, what do you want to know?"
What happened that night? Where did that and honestly might even be a bonus in it for you if you could actually point me in the direction of the crate itself.
He says, he kind of just extends his hand out to you. He looks at you and smirks a bit.
I give him one of the coins and say, "You get the other one when you give me the information."
He takes it and then he says, "Thank you," and he goes, "Yeah, I saw a little something. So the night the ship rolled in, I saw them unloading everything, and wouldn't you know it, there was a particular crate that was taken in a different direction than everything else was. I didn't particularly think anything about it. Not really my job to know where this stuff goes. I just need to make sure it gets here on time. And, well, that's really what I've got to share about that. You got anything else?" And he looks at the other guy. He goes, "Well,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I saw a couple of Atravi guys take it down towards the caverns."
Oh. You saw that one being moved towards the caverns?
Yeah. Like I said, a couple of Atravi guys.
A troll vegan?
Yeah, they were, well, to be honest, one of them was a little weird. Kind of big. Kind of hunched over. The other guy was normal, I guess pretty nondescript. Don't really remember him too well, but I could tell he's a Travi. I saw the tattoo on him. But that other guy, strange looking fellow. Mostly covered up.
Covered dark clothing, anything in particular make him a little more noticeable?
The Sudorian, who's with you guys as well, he kind of just says, I wouldn't say that. This fellow looked like he was wearing a burlap sack or something over him. Like a huge blanket or something.
Okay. Hmm. And I asked him, you just saw the one crate head that direction? Everything else delivered to the same
Like,
place?
like I said, I'm not sure where everything was headed, but I saw that one crate being taken by that hunchback folk, and the other Otravi, in a different direction. Yeah, towards that way, and he kind of points towards another entrance to the tunnels.
Any idea what's in them?
Nah, no idea. Smells good though.
What did it smell like to you?
He goes, it kind of smelled like some type of hash.
Weed.
Stay off the weed.
And I flipped I flipped the second coin over to him all cool, like I look like a boss ass when I do it, and I say, you guys here in town much? I might have some extra jobs for you if you're interested.
Well, we actually got a couple of assignments out here on the ship the next couple days. But if you've got more coin to shoot our way, we're always available. Am I right? He looks at the Sudorite and he goes, "Sure, I guess."
Like, okay, and okay, and well, say all right. Well, what's your name? And I look at the Sudorian.
His name is Hector, with a K. He tells you that too. Hector, with a K.
Hector with a K.
At the beginning.
I tell him, well, Hector with a K. Do any of you happen to know where Amon is?
Yeah, that piece of shit's probably at the bar right now.
Yeah, well, my type of
Hey,
guy. What's his place?
hey, what about that second coin?
I gave it to him.
Oh, okay, cool.
I flipped it over to him like a boss.
Nice. Yeah, piece of shit's over at the bar. He's not an agreeable type, I'm gonna tell you that now, if you're planning on talking to him.
My favorite type of people.
Alright, well, we
I
got a lot
haven't
of
pointed
we got a lot of drinking to do, so unless you're gonna join us, you should probably get going.
I wink at him and say another time, and I'll walk off to look at a. I'll know. I know enough now, and I'll head like to home, to kind of meet up with everyone and just get the conversation that we're probably gonna have over with. But I'll probably sneak out later to talk to Amon somewhere.
Okay. Now we can go back to the estate. Everyone meets up. Everyone's family's there. I want to progress this a little bit and just hit the meat there, so we're not spending so much time here.
See,
Shan and Spack, your payment essentially is going to get resolved via Eurysthenes, who is the son of Trimosthenes, who will now be taking over I should say now fully taking over the family business, because he already was doing quite a bit of work. But now he's pretty much going to be the head guy. And so he will give you guys your payment that day, because he's so rich like that. And so he will give you guys... He said that he will give you guys your full payment now. But he does want to eventually sit down and see if you guys are willing to go... Actually, maybe not. Yeah, so he'll just give you guys 300 silver a
Yay!
piece.
100?
Yeah, 300. Yeah, I believe that's what
Damn,
it was, right?
that's a
That's what
lot.
it was?
Yeah,
Let me-
yeah, it
let
was
me
300
confirm.
silver.
Yep, 300. Big money.
Big money, big money.
Maybe Shen is about the money, dude. I don't know.
300 silvers a piece. Just so you guys know, that's like almost that's like 3 years worth of living. So that's a lot of cash.
That sounds like a lot of armor to buy.
Well,
You're gonna tell
maybe
me
not
I'm very crooked?
not 3 years. My bad. It's more like a year and a half. It's like roughly a half a year. Actually, it's like 6 months worth of wages is what it's like. It's pretty good. And so that gets taken care of. Karis and her father and Eurysthenes and Hermestene also all talk about the funeral rites, which for Sudorian funerals, essentially what they do is they build a pyre, pretty much. They burn the body, and then what they do is they cast a blessing on the corpse while it's burning, to allow the spirit to then ascend and return back to Hecata, the spirit mother, one of the Trinity. Now, as you all know, the Trinity are dead, but Hecata's realm is still a thing. The spirits are still called to her, so they need to be blessed. Otherwise, the spirit will get lost on its way back to the spirit realm, and so that's their process. And then the other thing too is that one of the reasons why they burn the bodies is because historically, and now you guys would all know this because you guys are all from relatively this continent, this region. There was at one point, and there still kind of is, but there was at one point a pretty massive white or ghoul issue, like problem, where corpses would come back to life, and because of this disease that was kind of going around, and so that became kind of the norm to start doing in a lot of these areas. Even Heldorians, they burn their bodies too, but they do that more of that Viking style, where they send them off in a ship, and then burn it, and then as they're off, but burning bodies is pretty common in these parts. Not everyone does it, but most civilized parts of the Republic do it because of that reason, because of ghouls and whites. And yeah. So
Those damn whites.
Yeah, those whites, dude. And so you guys discuss completing that, and that will all be done tomorrow. And there's going to be that ceremony, and it'll be done tomorrow night. Which ironically or coincidentally is when you also need to, at the very latest, meet up with your contact. And aside from that, it kind of looks like everyone is pretty sad about the whole ordeal. Particularly your father. It looks like it's really hitting him now. It wasn't so apparent when you first told him. It does look like he and his and your mother will still be going on their trip in the next few days. But he's delayed it for a couple of days. But they're still going to be going on it this week. No, next week. So on the 23rd, they are going to be going on their trip to Delmond. So that gives them a couple of days to grieve and to be there and attend the ceremony. And that's pretty much what comes out of it. If any of you guys have any other questions or things you want to say during these negotiations or these things, go ahead and do so now. But I just kind of wanted to summarize it so we don't spend so much time on that. Anything else?
No.
The only thing for me would just be like asking. Well, I asked cousin I can actually walk you home if you'd like, and I can actually take a look at the study tonight just to get a start on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do the study. You are you going alone, or are you bringing the boys with you, or what are the boys doing?
I'm going with her.
I'll offer say, hey, I know it's a little cramped in in the accommodations here. Would you like to come?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
Sure.
we will go.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay, cool.
We bump
So-
chests before we.
So there's you guys go into the study. It's really far down this really long corridor, and it's essentially the only room down this corridor. The rest is just decorative, open like windows. There's no glass in them. It's just open like window areas that you can clearly see the ocean from. It's just like this beautiful kind of hallway. It's pretty much dark now, so it's just like moonlight kind of streaming in through these open windows. So it's kind of like a nice but kind of creepy walkway, to be honest. But you enter and the door kind of creaks open. You open up and inside is this pretty kind of messy study. There's a marble desk in the center, lots and lots of bookcases all over the place, and loose books just like strewn about the floor all over the desk. There's a candle that's still on, presumably lit by a caretaker or maybe by Euresthenes himself. Someone was in here recently. There's a candle on. And there's just so much shit to go through. But if you guys want to take a look, you can. I'll let you guys can give me some perception or even some, if you guys have like a lore, some type of lore skill that might help here.
I'll take a gander.
My lore is much better than that, but it's not applicable, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. Your lore is sea legend. Well, might as well give it to me. I'll make it at a hard, but yeah, might as well.
That does.
Big nuts, dude. I felt it.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are kind of peeping around in the study, and a couple of things kind of come to mind, or come about, I should say. Is the first is that there's a whole section of this study kind of dedicated to connecting a family tree of your family, Karaias, of your ancestors. You can see like hundreds of years of like family trees and branches kind of coming down. A lot of them don't have names. They're just like titles or like places, but like you'll see like a place where someone will be or would be, but a name isn't present, or a name is present, but there's like question marks and like stuff where it's like, who is this or what happened or something, it doesn't seem finished. But it seems like he was doing a lot of study on his ancestors. But at the very top, if you look all the way to the top of this family tree, you'll see that there is one particular person who does not have a name, just a title, which says, what was the title again? It was Myrmidon is the title. Myrmidon, and it just has just that name there, and that's where from everyone else descended from. And right next to Myrmidon, you see King Acretes, right? And everyone else descends from that. And the people who do have names and that are filled out, you'll see that they were each labeled with how they died. And so you'll see stuff like I mentioned, someone fell down three flights when they opened a door into a floor that wasn't completely built yet. Someone choked on a chicken bone and just died. Some guy fucking was on his ship and just a gust of wind blew him off and he drowned at sea and on his own ship.
South wind, dude. That's
Yeah.
south wind. That's all.
Yeah. And then there's like a huge list of people that all died. You can see just listed. There's probably like 10 or 12 of them listed. All of them died exactly at the age of 65.
Jeez.
So that's the first thing you notice. And then the second thing you notice, and I'll say that my boy Spack actually realizes this, considering he has a little bit of legends, and they kind of connect loosely, but he is quickly breezing through a book that was open on the floor next to the desk, and the book details of a particular item. Well, I should say a particular treasure that is rumored to be held somewhere off of a small island south of Mythras, which is across the inner sea from where you guys are now, maybe about 4 or 5 days or so. And the interesting thing about this legend is that it does mention that there is a curse placed upon the treasure itself. And if it can be removed, that it would be almost invaluable, like the most valuable thing in the world. However, the whole book continues to keep going on about the severity of the curse without actually going into detail about it. Just using kind of a lot of words like, the curse will bring an end to all who obtain the treasure. The curse will affect those who reside in the lands to the north and the lands to the east.
South.
No, east in this case. Well, I guess southeast, but yeah, south or east. And so it's just kind of an interesting read. But Spack kind of finds it interesting because the islands that this book is mentioning are also just directly west of Heldor. And so some of these places that the book mentions on how to get there, or like landmarks or something, he recognizes some of them.
Mm. Hey, I could get there. Where that is.
What kind of land is there? Do you any helpful markers or anything interesting about the area itself?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You do know one, and one is that there are a couple of islands in that region that are rumored to have giant crustaceans on them.
Oh.
Also,
A lot of crab. A lot
yeah.
of crab.
And it's rumored. This is also not substantiated anyway, but it's also rumored that part of those giant crustaceans is possibly because of manifestation of some type of elemental. And now, I don't know if you guys knew about this or read about it in the wikis or anything, but elementals are one of the elder races. So there were 3 elder races, right? You've got humans, you've got the elves, the Karanfe, the Sylvans, and then you've got the elementals. And these were all the 3 races that originally were given pretty much like the gods' power once the Trinity sacrificed themselves to give power to these 3 races to defeat the void. And so these 3 races were pretty much like the most powerful, the most intelligent, the most capable. But thousands and thousands of years later, the gifts of the gods kind of dwindled as they became further and further like rooted away from the power of the Trinity. And so humans used to be immortal and used to be like immensely ingenious, and now while they retain some of that ingenuity, they clearly have very short lifespans, and they have become fractured, and now they even war and conflict amongst themselves. The Sylvans have also reduced their lifespans, but not by so much, and they actually have a closer connection to the Trinity's remaining power than the humans do. And then you have the elementals, who are the closest to the power of the Trinity, but they are so primal that they're almost like animals. Whatever element they manifest, they just take in that personality. For example, fire elementals are incredibly aggressive, and then you have earth elementals, which are stoic and unforgiving, uncaring, and then you've got ice elementals, who are kind of similar in the kind of stoic attitude, but they actively are malicious to certain people or certain things that they interact with in some cases. And then you've got shades. There's a number of there's like 5 or 6 different elemental types. I can share that with you guys if you want. But essentially, these elementals are super powerful and very primal and super rare. But they are a race. They are a people. Despite
I can like
yeah.
I could tell them shit if I wanted to, like if I knew them well enough.
Yeah, you can talk to them. They just are so primal. Sometimes it just feels like you're talking to a wall of whatever they're made of instead of a person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they're very rare. Like these groups of elementals, they exist. Like some of them have like small cities and societies, but they're so rare and so well hidden and so out of the way that most people don't ever even find them, let alone like actually interact with them. And it's said that some elementals exist on some of those islands out there.
Would you say that those ice elementals are ice cold?
They're ice cold bitches, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, this sounds terrifying, I guess. So, is there a little sneaky hidey hole that I remember my uncle having while I was playing in his study when I was younger, or what?
No. Based on those rolls, that's all you got. Just that some more information about the curse and how it's killed a lot of your family members, and then some of these books regarding some secrets, cursed treasure that might or might not relate to that. Kind of hard to tell.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take some random books off the shelf and see what my uncle was reading there. Is there an I sit at the chair on his desk and just kind of sigh and look at the desk and be sad. A little morose tonight.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's probably pretty late, right? I look over and say, well, enough of this sadness. I'm sure we're gonna hear about more of this tomorrow, but are you guys up for a different job?
Yeah.
But only if you guarantee that you'll pay the C.
I look at him and say, look, with your cut, you're more than welcome to pay the C.
It's bad luck to have people who don't pay the C on the boat with you, though. And boats work differently. I mean, like, yeah, everybody does their own thing here on land, but when you're on the ocean, you're in it together whether or not you want to. So,
I said, look, the job pays 11 silver. Each of us will have 3. The other 2 I will reserve for the C.
I respect that. Good. Yeah, you got me. I'm your little slave boy. I'll do whatever you want as long as you pay the C.
So good. There's kind of a tight time frame for this. To be honest, but I need something to take my mind off this, and it's good pay. So I give them, as we're, I take the books with me, and as we're walking out, I tell them everything that I've learned about the case itself, where it was originally heading.
And the hashish.
And the hashish, I was like, look, as funny as it sounds, probably keep your nose open to some smells as we start poking around. The first person that I talked to said that it seems like, well, it was going in the correct direction towards these caverns, so I'm guessing more than likely it got picked off halfway to the caverns.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one more guy to talk to. Apparently he's drunk as a skunk as on one of these bars near the dock. So his name's Amon. So if you guys want to and we'll see what he has to say, and then from then it's just kind of trying to find out where this crate went. It should be somewhere here in the city.
Okay.
I ask him, do you know what the desert of Carseal looks like?
Let me consult my brain.
My brain.
My brain.
Go, gadget brain. Yes, sir.
So this is you actually ask her, which faction? Because we know both.
Tetas.
I have an accountant hat on now.
Mm.
Very technical.
Yeah, so you explain to her that there are actually two areas of the Car Desert. You've got the there it is. You've got the Car Assad, right? And then you've got the Car Asar, which, despite their very similar names, are very, very different people. And they operate differently, and they have different export goods. So just kind of depends.
Okay, you said that they have different types of goods. Well, this one apparently, the crate, there was a herby smell coming from the crate. Apparently, it was strong enough to reach through the outside panels.
The only smells that could do that would be.
Yeah, anyone got commerce? That will help too.
No.
I think I've got commerce. Yeah, I've got commerce.
Yeah, roll that shit.
Let's see if it fucking works.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So after discussing with the boys and thinking about it a bit longer,
Boys.
you can kind of pin it down that it's very likely what do you call it? What is it called? It's very likely glass hash, is what it is. Which is the street name for a
Meth?
for a type of kind of drug that is harvested around the perimeter of the dunes of glass, which is a desert where it's literally raining sideways, always glass, and like silica glass and stuff. And so it's pretty much certain death if you go there. And just to even go there, you have to like be wearing full armor or cover yourself in something, or go in like a metal casing or a shielded wagon or something, just because it's literally like tiny blades flying around everywhere. Yeah, so it's pretty likely that, based on the description and the location. But you know, there are also other drugs. But for someone to be so concerned about this one shipment, your gut instinct is telling you it's probably the glass hash.
That's dangerous. That's so dangerous. I might go.
So like, I shake my head and say like, man, what did this person get themselves into? So it's definitely a little droguita. So you know, that kind of narrows it down to certain parts of the city, and honestly, like only certain people would be able to afford the price. So I guess still best way to go is to go find Amon and see what he saw that night, and then from there maybe do a little bit of sneaking around and along the path and see where they might have been able to be intercepted.
Okay.
So I think we're going, if you guys are down, I think we're going to the docks and finding a couple of the little the bars, the inns there, and trying to find Amon, see if he's drunk but is still conscious.
Yeah, definitely. I know a couple guys from the docks that might help me. I made some friends over the day, so they'll probably put me in the right direction.
Like, okay, well, with this, it might be better if we kind of maybe split up. I'm not sure. I might take Shen with me, and then you can talk to your friends.
You know, if you don't wanna hang out with me, I get it. Go.
He's like, look, man, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, let's go talk to your friends, and let's go talk to Iman together. I don't cry.
Let me roll emotion. Hold up. Willpower.
Always in motion.
Heartbreak.
I cry a bit, yeah. But it's hard to see the tears behind my full sprint in the direction of the dogs.
Hey, just so you know, Spack is a little bit faster than Shen
By how much?
by one.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Why? How?
Shen's got a full sprint at 39. Spack's got a full sprint at 40.
Yes.
I'm stronger, that's why. I'm buffer.
Dude, you're not fucking conditioned.
Nah, bro, I got that schmeat on me, dude.
How much do you weigh, dude?
Enough.
No, tell me how much do you weigh, you bitch.
I weigh enough, dude.
His weight is 220.
I weigh 250, dude. I'm a fucking tank. You're a bitch.
What are you talking about?
You're just a little baby, dude. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't weigh 220.
What do you weigh?
He changed it to 251.
I ate 31 pounds of food.
Boy, I'm so hungry. All right.
Y'all are crazy.
All right, so we're gonna end it around here, but next time we'll pick up. You guys are at the docks. Gonna be confronting Amon about what's going on, and then the following day, Trimosthenes' funeral will happen, and yeah, so that's what's going on. But I also just want to remind you guys of other threads we haven't pulled on yet, just in case. Shen, your ultimate goal is to kill that bastard.
Get money? Oh.
Yeah, is
That bitch.
is to kill that bastard who pretty much left you to die.
Yee.
He is a Heldorian clan member from. Oh, his name is Yovrik Stenvir of Clan Gridvar, and that's the dude who pretty much almost killed you. And then we've also got, and then we've got Spack's thing, which we haven't gotten to yet, but it'll come up more. Essentially, he has strange dreams and strange things happen to him. Probably because he is such a strange lad, but that shit will come up as we go. And then the curse, yeah. So we'll add more threads as we go. This is only our first session not on that island, so there weren't a lot of quests besides the main one, and so I'll be sure to throw in a bunch more. That way you guys never feel like you're not, like you have nothing to do, you know.
True.
Yeah, because I kind of felt like Shen was like that, and obviously, like I said, there's not a lot of quests going on right now or like shit to pull in, but I just want to make it so that there is. That way there's always like a fuck ton of shit to do, and so you guys can always be working on something. And so I'm gonna try to add some more, but I think we're growing. We're just gotta give me a little bit, and we'll build up more.
Yeah, man.
Stop killing my members, Alex.
Yeah, man.
I'll toss in some more specifically for Shen because I think Spack and Karaias got some stuff, but I need some more for Shen.
Yeah, dude, I'm just a nomad, bro.
Nomad. I gotta think of more cool shit for a nomad of pain endurance. So it's kind of specific, but I gotta think of more shit for that.
I'm too strong. That's a problem, bro. I get it. Mentally, physically, I'm gassed.
I also want to slowly bring in. Remember how I was telling you guys that the big thing in this world that's gonna be happening, or currently is happening, but it just hasn't reached the mass media, I should say, is the resurgence of the void, right? The void is coming back, and so I'm gonna try to drop some of that shit in the next session or so, because I want it to make more of a presence. It'll add more quests, more threads to pull on, and cool shit to happen. And I'm thinking Spack's dreams might have something to do with that.
Nani?
Yeah.
Nani?
And then and then I also want you guys to level up a little bit more than you guys are at now. So I'm gonna be giving a few XP rolls more than I normally would in the next session or two, because I want to make, when you guys finally fight the void for the first time, those shits aren't gonna be easy, and so I don't want you guys to just get your asses handed to you when you fight them.
All right.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. But yeah, I'll let you guys go, and then we'll meet up next week.
Nice, Sue. That way. No.
Oh, hey, just in case, because I know sometimes emergencies happen, I legitimately can't play any other days but Friday and Saturday now. So,
That's fine.
If it-
I think those are the days that I preferred playing anyways.
okay.
Hey, for sure next week, I can't play Friday, so hopefully we can shoot for Saturday. Maybe. Or 8 a.m., you know?
No,
Yeah.
I work. Remember?
Yeah.
I work until 1:30.
I think to be honest, I think it's mostly Slug and Lewis who have the conflicts. I'm legit free every Saturday, without fail. So that's cool with me. And so you guys just let me know.
Unless you guys want to do a late boy on Friday, but like a late
Oof.
boy.
I don't
I'm
know
down.
that.
I'm down with that too. So whatever.
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays, just let me know ahead of time. I'm good either of those days.
Mm-hmm.
But alright, sounds good. We'll figure it out.
Alrighty.
Sounds
Alright.
good. Alright. Good
So,
night, guys.
by the way,
Alright,
you
Hey.
see you guys.
we should play Magic, dude. We should
Yeah,
play Magic.
yeah, dude. I told you. I mean, like tomorrow probably, and then Monday's a hard maybe. But Wednesday is great cause we could start early as fuck, dude. I could literally dedicate all day to Magic on Wednesday.
I'm down as hell, dude. Let's do it.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of magic, man.
Bro, get in on it, dude.
I don't have any guards, dude.
We got next for days, dude. Just come pick one up. Use the sliver one. That one's really good.
It is. Sounds too good.
Alright.
Get down.
Artifact one though, Lewis. This one I made. I got the new cards for it. It's Titty Town, dude. It's crazy.
Nah, see, I don't like that.
I put it all into tapped out, and I've been playtesting it for like my whole life, dude. This fucking Titty Town. Turn 4, you're dead, dude.
See, I don't want to play that. But alright, fuck that.
Just play tomorrow though. Hit up the guys. Hopefully so can.
Maybe. Well, let them know. Alright, but alright, good night, guys.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
You can pay the rent.